Hey everyone, this is Magic Lover recording a little Legacy Tribal action. Don't usually record this, but it's a format I play once in a while for fun. And I am taking a stab at making a Legacy Tribal Eldrazi deck. It is tough, because there's not a lot of playable Eldrazi. I'll keep this, but essentially the deck focuses around getting a few green Eldrazi out, and then cheating them into play, usually with Descendant's Path, which is pretty spiffy. Or I can hardcast them, because between the Spawn and Gaea's Cradle, my favorite card, you know, casting a Kozilek or an Artisan isn't too much of a problem past turn 5 or 6. Do not like that, Sam I am. Not going to bother killing my Noble, no sense swinging into it. I'm not going to sacrifice the Spawn to cast another Nesty, I'd rather get the extra creature count. Because I'm getting close to, if I draw the Cradle, being able to cast Kozilek on turn 5 or so. That's a pretty good little combo. Being able to proliferate its own graft counter. Pretty neat. Yeah, you can graft on that. That'd be great. Aww. So he's going to be able to swing through, and now graft and proliferate is, I'll admit I've never seen it used this way. It's always used in poison. But this is going to be trouble unless I draw something I can cast. Broodward would be pretty cool, because then I could put the pressure on. I'll proliferate those 3 things. That's a bummer. I may be dead, because this deck, although I played a few games with it, it certainly does, as you'd imagine, with a deck full of, oh, that's handy. Okay. Let's do a little Descendant's Path here. Can I get through this? Now we can block and kill, so not worth the attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tell you, if I draw a Cradle next turn, I'm still in it. Or if I hit anything off my path. Everything gets a counter. Nice. I like this deck. This is actually pretty neat. I can't block still. So now I'm pretty well dead unless this is something great. Oh. No, it wasn't great. Now let's see what I draw. Not a Gaea's Cradle. So we can block for value, and I'm dead here. Yep. Oh well. Worth a shot. Sometimes the deck, it's So I'm going to die in like round 6 or 7 here. Turn 6. Yeah, I mean that's relatively fast for a Legacy Tribal deck. How far down were we? Too far. Yeah, the deck is a little interesting in that it's got some, top of the library manipulation, including Brainstorm, but does use Descendant's Path to cheat out, the top of the curve here. Got all the big boys you'd expect, and some of the little ones, but it does use green between Nest Invader, Predator, and Brood Warden, because part of Legacy Tribal is getting 20 creatures of the same type. And Tribal doesn't count, so I did try to play Skittering Invasion, that kind of stuff, but all is dust, but that didn't count, unfortunately. So it is kind of tricky, because green does have the only cheap, Eldrazi to be able to share a type with Descendant's Path, so I'll play a couple more games of this, see how it goes.